If you or a loved one are struggling with type 2 diabetes, you should visit the link in the description below. This clinically proven, drug-free program lowers blood sugar to a normal level and can completely reverse type 2 diabetes within just a few weeks. Here's today's video.
The question, how can I treat early symptoms of diabetes? Answer by me Kilvig. When it comes to type 1 diabetes, which accounts for 5% to 10% of all diabetes cases, that's a no-brainer. A person with type 1 diabetes must take insulin to survive. His pancreas has to put it simply pooped out, meaning that it no longer makes enough insulin. Of course, a person with type 1 diabetes has choices as to how he takes insulin. The choices nowadays range from the traditional violent syringe to an insulin pen to an insulin pump to an inhaler. The future holds more possibilities for insulin delivery as well. People with type 1 diabetes must still incorporate meal planning and physical activity into their daily management. About 90% to 95% of people with diabetes have type 2. But type 2 diabetes is a little less clear-cut in terms of how it's best managed. The reason is that type 2 diabetes is a progressive condition. When someone is first diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, the cornerstones of management are often, initially, what many healthcare professionals term diet and exercise, or, more appropriately, lifestyle changes. In other words, a person in the early stages of type 2 diabetes may be able to control his blood glucose levels nicely by following a carbohydrate and calorie-controlled meal plan, losing some weight, if necessary, and fitting regular physical activity into his or her schedule. At this stage of the game, the body is still making enough insulin, and healthy eating and activity help the body use its own insulin quite efficiently. Over time, however, diabetes progresses, and lifestyle changes simply aren't enough anymore to control blood glucose levels. At this point, a person with type 2 diabetes will likely need to start taking medicine in addition to continuing with those healthy lifestyle changes. Medicine is usually in the form of one or more diabetes pills. Many people with type 2 eventually go on to require insulin. Answer by Subradelu. I am neither a medical professional nor a diabetic. I was diagnosed for pre-diabetic 3 years ago. Since then I am keeping blood sugar under control through low-carb high-fat LCHF diet, intermittent fasting and bicycling exercise. Here are the few ways you can control type 2 diabetes without medicine. Check out Dr. Jason Funk's blog intensivedietarymanagement.org, which provides tons of information in controlling or reversing T2D without medicines. Answer by Teresa Crum. Stay away from processed foods, sweets of any kind, and that includes cakes, or donuts, or even bagels. Don't be concerned about healthy fats, which are fine. Eat a lot of vegetables especially, and whole fruits, but stay away from fruit juices, which can just as bad as sodas. Stop buying things in the store which advertise being low fat. They just add more sugar. Diet is very important. Include fermented foods in your diet, like kombucha, or sauerkraut. Lose some weight and exercise daily, even if it's just a walk for 20 minutes. Eva heard a lot about intermittent fasting, and you can Google that to find out more about it. Some lifestyle changes can help you dramatically, and even positively affect your other lab reports, such as your cholesterol and triglyceride levels. Get the right amount of sleep. That counts too.